Before we get into today's video, I've got 3 things for you. Number 1, if you want to get a notification whenever we post a new video, make sure you ring that bell. Number 2, there's a TCG Player affiliate link in the show notes. After clicking that link, every purchase you make on tcgplayer.com helps support this channel. Number 3, you'll also find a link to our Patreon where you can support us directly. And now, kick back and enjoy the show.
What's up, Spikes? We're back, and as you might notice already, something a little funny going on again.
Wait, where's Jan?
Who's Jan?
Oh, fair.
So Bill and I are here.
Hello.
Just Bill and I are here. We took over Spike Feeder's world headquarters to bring you something a little fancy today, a little special. We're going to play some Canadian Highlander because we really like this format, and shut up.
It is a really cool format. Something that'll be a little bit different from our Christmas episode, our holiday episode, I forget exactly what we called it, is it's not going to be a mini tournament. It's just me and Elliot. We're going to play a couple games and see what happens.
I brought 2 decks. Bill brought 1 deck, so we'll maybe put him through the gauntlet a little bit. Depends how much time we have.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess, what are you playing? What have you brought to the table primarily?
So I'm going first. The first thing I brought today is a deck called 9-Land Belcher. As was stated in the Christmas episode, holiday episode, if you didn't watch that, I only play decks that are approved by Benjamin Wheeler. And so this is a Goblin Charbelcher combo deck. My points, we didn't go over that in the Highlander episode, in the holiday episode. We're learning. Don't write any more comments.
We should also explain maybe a little bit what Canadian Highlander is.
I guess so, yeah. If you also still didn't watch the holiday episode. So Canadian Highlander is a lot like Commander, 100 card singleton format. It is the vintage ban list, so a little different there. And the other thing that's different is obviously it is 1v1, and it is 20 life. So there's definitely some differences in strategies between the 2 formats, and that's kind of where my niche shines in this format.
Are there any sort of restrictions placed on cards?
Yes, so as opposed to any cards outside of the vintage ban list being banned, they have points assigned to them. Any one deck may have a maximum of 10 points, and the points assigned to specific cards generally denote their power level, I suppose. So my list is Black Lotus, Yawgmoth's Will, and Vampiric Tutor. And they are 7, 1, and 2 points respectively.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so Black Lotus is a good card, and I'm going to hopefully cast it.
I'm rooting for you.
No, you're not. Shut up.
I'm rooting for punching you in the face, because that is a fantastic segue into what I have brought to the table. I am playing a strategy referred to as medium green. And basically what medium means in the context of this format is, instead of it being like a small dudes type strategy where you just make a ton of dorks and attack in, and as opposed to a big strategy where you're trying to go like large on one man and attack with him, medium is sort of a mix of both, where you're trying to ramp out medium creatures, like 5 drops. Like, you're not looking for a game-ending 8-drop or anything like that. You're looking for like Colonian Hydra.
Oh, that's a favorite of Bill's already.
My goal for tonight is to cast Colonian Hydra at least once.
Okay, perfect. My goal for tonight is to not get hit by a Colonian Hydra.
Darn, those are diametrically opposed. My points for this list are Mana Crypt, which is 4 points, Soul Ring, which is also 4 points, and Strip Mine, which is 2 points. You can kind of see in the points chosen that the idea behind like getting really fast mana out to get moderately large creatures out is very important.
Ancient Tomb mana.
Ancient Tomb mana is very important in medium strategies. Things that cost a colorless or cost 2 colorless and a color are optimal, because you can cast them off of Ancient Tomb on turn 2.
Or Mana Crypt on 1.
Or Mana Crypt
Please
on 1.
don't. Or 4 drops that cost green 2 off of a Soul Ring on 1. Anyway, I'm going first. I think I said that already.
Yes.
And I'm going to play this Badlands, and I'm going to cast a Thoughtseize.
Okay.
And hopefully take your Colonian Hydra.
Thrashing Brontodon, Sylvan Library, Scrap Heap Scrounger, Ronus the Indomitable, Elves of Deep Shadow, Nurturing Peatland, and Ancient Tomb.
Oh no. I think I'm going to take...
Should take the Scrap Heap Scrounger.
Should I? No. I think I'm going to take this Sylvan Library.
Oh, you got it, friend.
I'm going to go to 18.
Is down. Oh, I had to click my pen.
Be sure to tell me in the comments how incorrect that was. Pass the turn.
I'm going to pick up my cards and pick up another one here. Oh, interesting. I am going to, I think, go with the higher attack play because I want to attack you a lot. I'm going to play this Ancient Tomb, and I'm immediately going to tap it for 2 mana.
Perfect.
And I'm going to cast this Scrap Heap Scrounger that you did not take.
Yep, I didn't take that.
I'll pass the turn.
I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw for my turn. I'm going to play this Sensei's Divining Top and pass the turn.
I'm going to untap and draw a card. I'm going to play this Nurturing Peatland. You're going to kill me by either a lot or not enough, so I don't think it really matters. I'm going to pay 3 life.
Okay.
Going to 15 to add a green and 2 colorless, and I'm going to cast Ronus the Indomitable. So he has Death Touch and Indestructible, and he can't attack or block unless I control another creature with power 4 or greater, and I can pay 2 and a green to give something +2/+0 and trample until end of turn.
Great.
I would like to attack, yes.
15.
Pass.
Untap. Draw for my turn. I'm going to play this Taiga.
You got it.
I'm going to tap this Taiga for a green. I'm going to exile this Elvish Spirit Guide for a green.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to cast Chanel, number 5.
Okay. You got it.
I would like to pay 7 life.
Yes.
I would like to cast and activate
Okay.
Goblin Charbel.
So you are at 8. Okay.
Okay, I would like to target your dome.
Okay. Here we go.
Emrakul,
1.
the Aeon's Torn, is 1. Yeah, I did that last time too. Reveal the cards don't matter until it's a land.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. 6. That's the name of the deck. Is 7. Okay, so if I hit. Oh no, it has to be 1 more.
8.
Okay, so now if I hit a mountain.
If you hit a mountain, I die.
Okay. 9.
9. 8. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14.
So
If this is a non-mountain land, then I don't.
Yeah, number of non-land cards. So
Yeah.
if this is a forest, you still live. It is not a forest.
Darn. Okay.
Okay.
How much damage does this do to me?
Bayou.
Oh, that was so close.
That was very close. So you are taking 16? Is that what
I
we
think
determined
I was,
here?
yeah,
1,
it was
2, 3,
like
4,
1 over.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16.
16.
Because this is a land.
Okay, I would like to go to -1.
Yeah, please do. These are on the bottom of my library.
I was very excited to untap and then be able to activate Ronus targeting this and attack for 10.
Yeah, I was going to die next turn. So that was pretty okay.
Oh, man.
Whoa, Channel's pretty good.
Channel is very, very good.
So we're going to probably cut here while we shuffle our decks so you don't have to listen to that.
And I will be going first in the next game. And we are back for game 2. As I said previous to the break, I will be on the play, and Elliot will be on the draw. So I will go first. I'm going to play a foil snow-covered forest.
Must be nice.
And pass the turn.
Oh, I will draw. I will play a Bayou, and I will cast Caravan Vigil.
Oh.
I'm going to search my library for a basic land card, put it into my hand.
Okay.
I'm going to get this basic mountain.
You got it.
Pass the turn.
All right. Draw a card. So I do think that this is more important. I'm going to play Strip Mine.
Oh, no.
How many lands did you say you play?
Beep. 8 and counting.
Pass.
I'll play this basic mountain.
Yeah.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Draw. I'm going to play the snow-covered forest.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to cast this Sylvan Library.
Oh, no. My worst enemy.
Pass the turn.
I'll draw. I'm going to cycle this Street Wraith. Go to 18. Draw a card.
Was it a land?
I'm going to cast this Skirk Prospector.
Ah!
It was kind of a land. I'm going to pass the turn.
I can't strip mine that.
Yeah.
I'm going to trigger Sylvan Library. I'm not going to pay 4 life, but I am going to draw one of these cards.
Perfect.
I'm going to play the City of Traders.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm going to use it to cast Thrun, the Last Troll.
Ooh. Yeah. No thanks.
Pass.
Untap. Draw. Well, I certainly can't attack, so I will move to discard.
Okay.
I'm going to discard this Veil of Summer.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't do anything against me. I will take that as I am good to untap.
Oh, yeah,
I'm also going to trigger Sylvan Library.
Yeah, please do.
I think I'm just going to take this card, actually. And I am going to... I'm going to tap the City of Traders for 2 colorless.
Yep.
I'm going to play a forest and sacrifice the City of Traders.
Perfect.
2 colorless floating.
Yep.
I'm going to use the 2 colorless plus 3 green to cast Reality Smasher.
Yeah.
Combat.
Uh-huh.
I would like to propose a Donnybrook.
I will suck 9 to my mouth and go to 9.
I will pass the turn.
Draw. I'm just gonna go ahead and...
I was so excited. My other 2 haymakers were Verdurous Kirok and God Eternal Ruins.
Yeah, after that strip mine, I was dead in the water.
Yeah, I kind of figured being a 9-land deck.
So, like maybe I should have cast... I had a Noble Hierarch in my hand, so maybe I should have cast the Hierarch. I definitely should have cast the Hierarch turn 1, hey?
Because you can still cast the Caravan Vigil off of the Hierarch.
Well, next turn, right?
Yeah, the next turn. But it still, like, protects
My
you
thought
from
process was cast the Caravan Vigil first in case I draw another land, but that doesn't make sense, does it? So anyway, I lost. That's how this deck operates. Sometimes you barely squeak one out, and sometimes you die.
Sometimes you take 9.
So we're going to go ahead and go to game 3 here. I'll be on the play in game 3. See you there. And we're back.
Oh, hello.
Once again. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. I'm going first.
Yes.
As was stated. I'm going to play a Bayou.
Oh, no.
Please don't.
Oh, no.
I'm going to play a Llanowar Elves.
Okay.
Perhaps learning from my mistakes? Pass the turn.
Draw. Oh.
Don't.
That's really interesting.
No. No, it's not.
That's really interesting. I'm going to play this Mishra's Factory.
Perfect.
I'm going to cast Chrome Mox, Exiling Scavenging Ooze. And I'm going to cast Sylvan Library.
You got
It
it.
just keeps showing up. I'll pass.
I will untap. And I will draw. Well, that's not very good. I am going to play this Open the Gates. I'm going to search my library for a basic land card. Or gate, but I'm not going to search for a gate. Spoilers. I'm going to get a basic forest.
Not a gate?
Never. Never a gate.
Okay.
I'm going to play said basic forest.
Oh, goodness.
I'm going to cast a Wild Cantor. It's kind of a land. And I'm going to move to combat.
Yeah.
1.
Take it.
Pass the turn to my good friend, William LePage.
I will untap and trigger Sylvan Library.
Please pay 8 life.
I am not going to do that.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
Shucks. That's pretty good reasoning, my guy.
Can I do that? Yeah. Oh. Take this card.
Oh. Disaster.
I'm going to pay 2 life.
Oh.
I'm
you're
at
at
17. I will pass the turn.
I'm going to draw for my turn.
You got it.
What's that card do?
Non-artifact spells cost one colorless more to cast.
Non-artifact.
And it's every non-artifact spell.
Good.
Pyretic Ritual is neutral.
Well, I'm going to pay 2 then to cast this Caravan Vigil.
You got it.
Off this Caravan Vigil, I'm going to get a basic swamp to my hand.
Didn't see that coming.
I'm going to play the basic swamp.
Oh, God.
And then I'm going to pay 2 mana to cast this Boreal Druid. Yeah, that feels good. Ask me if that feels good.
Does it feel good?
No, I'm going to pass the turn.
I'm going to untap and trigger Sylvan Library. I think I'm just going to take one of these, put that on top. And then what fashion do I want to do this in? I think we'll play the Snow-Covered Forest.
Perfect.
Green, and 2, paying 2 life, go to 15. I'm going to cast Thrashing Brontodon.
Oh.
I promise I'm not cheating.
Oh, no.
I would like to move to combat. Crunch.
15.
Go ahead.
Thrashy Bronze, hey?
Yeah. LeBrontodon James.
I'm going to draw for my turn.
Yes.
I'm going to play this tapped Stomping Ground. And I'm going to pay a black and a green to cast this Pentad Prism for...
You're just doing it for 1, I guess? Or no, because you have to... Oh no, it is not an artifact. I'm done. Very dumb.
I'm going to put 2 charge counters from Sunburst on my artifact.
Very dumb.
And then I'm going to pass the turn.
Very dumb.
Pay no attention.
I don't think I'm going to do that yet.
Perfect.
I'm going to untap. And Sylvan Library. Pay 4 life.
Oh. 11?
11. I'm being very aggressive, but I think it's warranted.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to go down to 9.
Yep.
Green, 2 colorless.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Nissa, Voice of Zendikar.
Yes.
She comes in with 3. As my land for the turn, I'm going to play this Wooded Foothills.
Oh, you should crack that.
I am not going to, as of this moment, right now.
Perfect.
I am, however, going to -2 Nissa to put a +1/+1 counter on each of my creatures.
Boo-boo.
And I would like to then move to combat.
Uh-huh.
I would like to attack you for 10 points of damage.
Uh-huh. No effects.
Okay.
All right. I'll go to 5.
You are at 5.
I have no fear.
You have 2 cards in your hand?
I do.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What other artifacts or enchantments am I worried about from you, other than literally Goblin Sculpture? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have 7 without the Pentad Prism. But if you had to tutor for the Charbelcher, then you don't have enough mana. Yeah, I think I'm going to pop this Prism.
Consider it popped.
And I will pass the turn and await my fate.
I'm going to untap. And I'm going to draw a card. And I'm going to cast Goblin Charbelcher.
It didn't matter.
In your defense, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But I think that was correct-ish. Because killing this, or like leaving this, means I can activate this anyway.
Yeah.
Or I can activate it anyway.
Yeah.
But you are correct in that if I needed to tutor for it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Chunk.
Okay, let's see what's in the cannon.
Okay. You did put yourself so graciously to 9 for me.
Yes.
So let's see here. 1.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
Please
I
take
will take
4.
4 damage and go to 5.
Yup.
You are also at 5?
Yup. I'm going to put these on the bottom and then concede.
No, you had it again.
Yep.
And this time it didn't pan out.
Well,
I do actually kind of feel bad.
Why?
Because you had the thing
Yeah.
both times.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the first time I had channel too.
That's true.
Yeah.
That was much less fair. This one you just cast it by playing lands and dorks.
I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah, so that's again.
That was a riveting back and forth.
That's how it goes, man.
Yeah.
That is how it goes. The turn that you played the Lodestone, I had the 2 cards in my hand were the Belcher and Infernal Tutor.
Oh.
And if you hadn't played the Golem, I could have cast the Belcher, Infernal Tutored with no cards in hand to find Lotus to be able to
yeah.
activate it. But then I couldn't do that because you played the Lodestone Golem, and then the next turn you played the Brontodon, so I can't leave the Belcher in play, and I also can't play it to have no cards in hand to cast the Tutor to get the Lotus to activate it, because then you pop it while I can't activate it.
Yeah.
So
It was very timely, the cards that I had. I just had...
you couldn't have paid 4 more life, huh?
I would have been at 1. That would have been even more sad.
No? Oh, yeah, you took 4. Yeah, you would have been at 1. Okay, never mind. It's fine. You couldn't have paid 8 more life? Hey. Well,
I was
yeah.
like basically just floating lands with that Sylvan Library, but...
That happens too, right? So yeah, that's how it goes.
I mean,
Charbelcher is sweet, but sometimes he's not on my side. And that's fine.
You know what? He's a fickle mistress.
Yeah, any. So how are you feeling? Maybe
I don't know. Can you use your words, please?
I can't.
Oh.
I don't speak English.
Okay. Yeah. That's gonna be really loud.
It would be really loud.
Yes. Let's play another match.
Cool. We'll be right back. All right, and we're back again. So I got a different deck with me this time.
Hang on.
What's up?
For double ups, don't we usually split this up into 2 videos, just as a treat for our patrons? You know?
Oh, yeah. We should do that, shouldn't we?
I think we should, just because people don't want to watch 2 full matches in a single video.
Yeah.
That ends up just being a lot.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're a patron, we'll be right back, and if not, see you in a couple days. So head here, or don't.
Yeah.
I'm not your mom.
It's fine.
We'll cut somewhere in there, right?
Hey, thanks for checking out the Spike Feeders on YouTube. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you click that subscribe button. And you can click this link to check out our other great videos.